What's good, everybody? Back at it again, the Brew Crew talking fantasy football this week. Um, K Rob back here once again, looking better than my cohort to my right here, Mr. Moss.
It's the
Going on
stash. It's
fire.
the stash.
No, yeah, you definitely got ew like ew status going on with that thing, man. So before we get into our matchup and what's going on with our league, see, we are very fortunate to be doing this right now because the second half of the early games have already kicked off. I'm not going to talk about what's going on with the LA Rams. I'm not even. I'm watching the game right now. I ain't talking about it's just there for me to consume, and they're basically eating a whole bag of crap today
Oh yeah.
against Dallas. So we're gonna leave that one alone. Also, see, here's what's cool about being live right now. I got that game going. I also got the Jaguar Steelers going on right now, which that's just starting in the second half. It's 9-3 Jacksonville. It's a typical Pittsburgh Steelers game, meaning it's ugly and they are not fun to look at. But before we get into our matchups, Byron, let's do a quick rundown of scores going on throughout the National Football League. Actually, hold on, let me do the voice right. The National Football League. Do my best John Facenda impersonation. Oh, by the way, just to throw it out, it's 33-9 Dallas. Just, jeez. Why? Like, oh, hold on. We got a little bit of a play going here. Who's that dude with all the dreads and no hair, no head there? That was a big run. Who was that?
Daryl Henderson Jr.
We still got Daryl Henderson. Is no, I didn't know if we still had him. I liked him a lot. Like I thought, man, dude's nice. Okay, that was a screen. Second tier blocking. All right. I like that. So look, the Rams are now officially in Cowboys territory at the third. See, now we're also doing live commentary while we're at it. Quick little run up the middle. New England trails Miami 17-10. You got a vested interest in that game a little bit because you have Raheem Mostert. He's not doing anything for you
Well,
right now.
I mean, he was a questionable call for this week. All week, I've been watching him. He's been questionable. I literally had to go emergency pickup, and I got Gus Edwards sitting on my bench just in case Mostert was not able to play.
Yeah,
But it's a Edwards has had a few good games. Mostert is much more reliable, and it's just a hope that he's healthy enough just to still in the second half. He's a very versatile option between running the ball and as a receiver. So
definitely. Okay,
I'm
another first down. All right, look at us. So also, Mostert is now up to 1.5 points for you. Went from point 0.9. That was Royce Freeman running the rock for the Rams. Another pickup as we try to supplement the loss of Kyron Williams. Royce Freeman's a former Bronco. If I can get some more scores going on here, let's take a look. First and 10 at the 24. Play fake by Stafford, rolls to his left, throws underneath. Looks like that is caught by Higbee. Yeah, Tyler Higbee, the tight end. So the Rams are coming out trying to make a statement. We're not rolling over. Now, granted, game's not over. I don't like anybody saying, "Whoa, this crap's over." No, that's not how we roll here. But it couldn't have started worse for the Rams. I can tell you that right now. Like, dude, I got out of church and like, I'm talking to my daughter and I'm talking to her mother, and then the next thing I hear is, "Oh, pick six, pick six." I'm like, "Oh, why? This is not the Lord's day the way I prayed for." All right, hold on. And then another handoff. Gained a couple there. So it's third and manageable. Washington, how about this one? The Washington Commanders up 17-10 at home against Philly. Start of the third quarter.
it's going to be an ugly one.
See, here's the thing with the Commanders. If they just protect Sam Howell, their young quarterback, this guy has been getting his body broken all year.
Yep.
They could definitely have something there. Now we have scores around the league before we get into ours. Vikings lead Green Bay 10-3. That game's pretty ugly. Stafford throwing deep over the middle. That is caught by Cooper Cup. Touchdown, Rams. All right. There we go. There's a little something. Actually, oh my God, that was not Cooper Cup. Ben Skoranek caught a football. Dude led us in drops last year. Holy crap. All right. That's how you start a second half. There you go. Beat the press coverage. Got jammed a little bit. show some toughness. You know, all those superlatives we use to describe white wide receivers, gritty, gym rats, high work ethic, meaning slow. I'll take it though.
Well,
Minnesota up 10-3 at Green Bay. Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans, who for the first time since moving from Houston are the first time as the Titans are wearing the official Love You Blue, powder blue Houston Oilers. No, we didn't. How did he? Wait a minute. Nah, hold on. No way. Dude, we just ran the Philly special for a 2-point conversion. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. And we almost didn't complete the pass. Are you serious? Nakua handed it off on a reverse to Tutu Atwell, who threw to Stafford. And he's not in. Dang it! I don't think he's in. Looks like his knee touched down. Now they just went to commercial on that. First off, Sean McVay just became a dad. Our head coach just became a father. That dude's balls have to be so huge to call that the Philly special on a 2-point conversion. Holy crap. Back to where we were, because all kinds of stuff's going on today. Folks, you're getting a whole lot today as opposed to the usual. But the Titans are wearing the old school Love You Blue Houston Oilers with the red face mashes, chef's kiss, and they're up 14-6 on the Atlanta Falcons. Will Levis, the second-year actually, is he a rookie this year? Yeah, rookie quarterback this year, second-round pick, making his first NFL start, 119 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. Saints Colts are in a shootout, 21-20, 11 minutes left in the third quarter of that one. Both teams going back and forth. Of course, Miami's up 17-10 on New England. Jets and the Giants in the battle for New Jersey, 7-3. Games as ugly as you'd expect. Jaguars Steelers, we touched on that one. Washington Philly 17-10. And Carolina is shooting for their first win. Bryce Young, the number 1 pick, shooting for his first NFL win. They are up 12-7, going up against C.J. Stroud, the number 2 pick in the draft. Panthers and Texans. Texans with a win today would be over 500 at 4-3. If Carolina loses, they would fall to 0-7. See, getting live commentary from me while we're trying to talk all of our shit and get all this in. Let's go back to our match. You know what? It's taking the lead. I don't like this.
Yeah, Kamara got a small run, and then Mostert got a rushing touchdown.
Yep.
And a few extra yards running. I am happy. Mostert is doing his thing.
Yeah, 8 points, and that's just under halfway to his projected total today of 17.1. Yeah, big Alvin Kamara 13 points right now. Stephon Diggs, I mean he
didn't perform as well as I was hoping.
No, but 16 points, good.
It's respectable.
You got 5 from Dallas Goedert and the Jets defense, 13 points. Yep, see, and we come back to the Rams game. This 2-pointer will not count, most likely. It is being reviewed. Stafford's knee touchdown, and he didn't actually have possession of the ball. He dove, and he is grimacing right now on his throwing hand. That is not good. We don't have a backup quarterback. We don't have one viable to lead this football team if he goes down, which is why I, as a fan, have been saying we need to draft a quarterback. All right, here's the review call. Here's the call from the officials on the 2-point conversion. Let's take a look at what the call is. I expect it to be no good. Oh, wow, complete. It stands. Wow. Okay. Hey, I ain't mad about it. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
I ain't mad about it.
Yep.
Wow. It looks like he was clearly down.
On your side of this matchup, whatnot, you got Josh Allen at 29.6.
Yeah, he ate.
DeAndre Swift at 5. Drake London at 7.4. George Pickens at 0. And Dolphins at 9.
See, you know what? I like George Pickens as a receiver. He's a good receiver. It is not in the best interest of anybody to draft skill players from the Pittsburgh Steelers as long as Matt Canada is their offensive coordinator. Stay away. You are literally running plays for a guy who got mad when his team won because what turned out to be the game-winning touchdown was an audible out of a play he sent in.
Yeah.
Why would you want to play for that dude? So it pains me. I mean, I'm not hurting for receivers. Frankly, I'm waiting for Justin Jefferson to be cleared to play again.
Also,
But
good
I
question.
didn't.
Why have you not moved to the injury reserve so you have at least a spot on your roster you can fill up
Yeah,
for
why
now?
didn't I do that? Yeah, that's a really good point. And also, that's an L on my part. But yeah, starting Garrett Wilson would have been a better idea simply because say what you will, Zach Wilson does have a big arm and he can push it downfield whenever he's able to make the throws.
Yep.
Where Kenny Pickett just doesn't have that kind of arm and he does not have that kind of offensive coordinator, and there isn't a whole lot of viable talent that the Steelers have. You're looking at Pickens, really, Pat Freiermuth, the tight end, and Najee Harris, their running back, and
Yeah.
not the world's greatest offensive line. So yeah,
Uh,
stay away from Steelers. Now, let's take a
I
look at what else we
I
got.
I
What do
think I
you got?
made a mistake this week. I should have probably put Aubrey in over Butker.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, Butker's playing in Denver. It's gonna be a snowy field, so there ain't no telling how that's gonna play out. And Aubrey right now has got 9 points. He's the Dallas kicker.
Well, he's also been able to piggyback off the fact that it's not like the Cowboys' offense sets the world on fire. It's the fact that their defense, when they can force turnovers and apply pressure, maybe the most dangerous defense in the NFL.
Uh,
So they tend to give on days like this, they tend to give the Dallas offense a short field to work with and really help them out. Which
and
right now it is
as
second
a
and
as a rookie, like Aubrey's doing pretty well. I mean, earlier today in the game, he sunk a 56-yard field goal.
okay, yeah, that's damn impressive. Yeah, you're sitting on 16 points. I mean, in fairness, you have a combined 27 points from both of your defenses today, except one has got 16 and they're on the bench.
Again, it's a when you get whichever defense, if it's a fairly competent defense, is playing the Jets or the Jets, but the Giants, you're gonna play that defense.
Naturally. And it's not that the Giants lack talent on defense, far from, but their defense is overexposed because they don't have an offense that can make plays as a collective unit.
And exactly, so it's like whatever defense is going against the Giants, offense, like run it. Odds are it's gonna be heyday, and I'm looking forward to week. I think it's 12 or 10. No, we think it's week 10. You know why?
Was that?
You got the Giants against the Cowboys.
Ugh.
Guess who's
That
gonna eat good that day?
that's child's play at the rate things are going. Because not only are the Giants not moving the ball, well, granted they did win last week. They probably should not have against Washington, but you already have an offense with Daniel Jones that was not doing anything, and now that you don't have him, Tyrod Taylor, who I honestly believe Tyrod Taylor is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones, there just isn't a lot to work with outside of Saquon Barkley on that team and Darren Waller. Because when Darren Waller is healthy, Darren Waller is a Pro Bowl caliber tight end. He's been one before. They're just you don't have that quarterback to be that playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod, especially in his healthiest days, is a game manager who doesn't make mistakes with the ball. Daniel Jones does not make smart reads with the ball, and the dude fumbles. He fumbles the bag more than a guy at a strip club. So, if you're Giants fans, you're good on that. And honestly, I can tell you this right now: there was not a single Giants fan that was happy when they drafted Daniel Jones. Not only did you draft the guy, because here's why: his counting stats at Duke weren't the greatest. He was a hell of a runner. I'm a Duke fan, so I saw a lot of them. We didn't have the best receivers around the guy, but the fact is, he was not a dynamic playmaker, not dynamic enough to go sixth overall, all because he had a great Senior Bowl workout. And if you're a Giants fan, you get flashbacks, and now I'm going to educate you a little bit, to a guy named Dave Brown. Dave Brown was the quarterback that succeeded a Hall of Famer. There's already pressure that comes with being the guy to follow after a Hall of Famer as Steve Young, but he did
Oh,
just
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But he did just fine. Dave Brown was no Steve Young. He was a guy that went undrafted. He was in the supplemental draft. He played at Duke, which at the time they were still they were a decent football program, and thankfully they're pretty good this year. I think they got 3 losses. But point being, he was replacing Phil Simms. Phil Simms still to this day has the greatest Super Bowl performance of all time in terms of efficiency. 22 of for 25 passing in Super Bowl
Jeez.
21. He was the offensive face of the franchise during the Lawrence Taylor years. The Giants won 2 Super Bowls. They just had some excellent teams. So when you're replacing that guy, a lot of pressure. And then come to find out you're not even all that, and you're getting your crap pounded into the dirt by the 90s Cowboys defenses and 90s Eagles defenses just within that division, and coming into the league when the Redskins then at the time were still an excellent football team, and then even the Cardinals weren't a slouch on defense back then. Giants fans, if they were old enough, were having PTSD flashbacks to this dude, and then we call him now Danny Dimes. The and this is where I got to give a quick shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers who is a dyed in the wool Giants fan. 5 Points Vid. Check him out on YouTube. He's absolutely great. His reaction during the 2019 draft to him being taken, like you could just see the soul die inside of this man. It's honestly become a running joke within the community, the sports YouTube community, to watch the NFL draft solely to see if the Giants screw up to break his heart. And when I saw it, I'm like, wait, why? Like, not saying they needed to draft a quarterback because Eli was done, but I'm like, that dude, and this wasn't even the strongest draft for quarterbacks. Why? Like, you could have waited maybe another year, tank the year, because
Mhm.
2020 you can go get Joe Burrow or Tua or Justin Herbert, one of those three. Just like blow the season up and call it good. Danny Dimes ain't it. If the Giants had a guy, they might have something, but they ain't had a guy since Eli at his best because Eli's up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stay like if you're gonna get if you got guys going against the Giants defense, do play them.
Yeah. That's the plan.
No shit.
Eagles Commanders game is tied up now.
Beautiful, beautiful.
17-17.
Now let's take a look because I don't have the feed for that one. Dallas is currently driving. It is 4th and 1, and it looks like we have a timeout on the field. And we'll see who's taking that timeout. Dallas is taking their first of the half. It's 4th and 1 in Rams territory. They're going to decide on whether they're going to kick or go for it. Because if they go for it, there's the intention. Okay, we're trying to put this game out of reach. We don't want to give the Rams another shot. Totally understand that, because that was a hot drive that we had to start the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look. Ooh, Minnesota has jumped out. That game is now 24-3. Kirk Cousins, aka Kirk Cochains. You guys, that's something you got to check out. Kirk Cousins is one of the whitest looking dudes you'll ever find, but this dude rocks all gold chains every time the Vikings win, and he's shirtless and stuff. He's such a dad. But he's got 236 yards and 2 touchdowns in that one. See, Titans are still 14-6. Miami just punched on the board. It is a 24-10 in that one. Tua, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception as he sits on your bench. The Giants just took the lead, 10-7. They just got a touchdown. All
Yep.
right, underneath, and Dallas gets the first down. They went for it, and that was a big throw and catch. Not even gonna lie about that one. Houston has taken the lead over Carolina. That is now 13-10. C.J. Stroud for a 1-yard touchdown running that one. Sam Howell, you know what? He might be a guy that, because I don't believe anybody in our league has Sam Howell. Might be a guy worth looking at. He's going for 255 and 2 touchdowns on the Philadelphia Eagles defense, staring down the bullets of that pass rush. Very impressive.
I mean, we can look real quick.
Yeah, but by all means, yeah, please take a look and see 1st and 10 Dallas
He
pitches.
No, he is a free agent.
Somebody in our league should definitely pick him up, because when Sam Howell has protection and time to make throws, I watched the guy in college,
I
and
mean,
I thought
he's not performing that many bad numbers so far this year.
no, and I thought but the problem is the lack of protection, and when he makes bad decisions with the ball, boy, they're bad. Uh, Yeah, Tua's got you 14 points right now sitting on your bench, but somebody might want to take a look at getting Sam Howell because he's got weapons to work with in
Yeah.
Washington, especially at wide receiver with Terry McLaurin. He's got Jahan Dotson. Uh, they're really building something there. A play fake by Dak, a throw over the middle that is incomplete. Dallas is driving inside the Rams' red zone. It appears now, and Dak has 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. You are barely leading. Like, dude, our game is tied right now. Like, you are up by barely a point.
Yep. It's going to be a close one. The place where I'll probably get, if I have a chance to get you, is going to be the Chargers game this afternoon.
I can believe that.
Keenan Allen's going against the Chicago Bears. He should eat pretty well.
Ooh, that was almost interception. Oh, we got a flag that might be defensive pass interference on the Rams. Crap. You can tell that play was not intentional. I have to shame. That is an absolute shame. That's a killer. Yep, that's it. Pass interference on LA. First down. Crap.
Jets are back are back on defense.
Well, let's take a look at that game. Actually, I want to see the numbers that of see the box score. We'll do GameCast real quick and just take a look at what's gotten them there. They've held the Giants to 129 yards of total offense. This game, good grief, it's ugly. Combined 256 yards and 13 first downs. That is all. But I'm not even going to pretend to be surprised by that.
Yep.
Hey, Giants got a touchdown from Tommy DeVito. Why does that name sound familiar? Tommy DeVito? That name sounds familiar. I swear he's a quarterback. Holy crap. The Giants just had to break down to their third-string quarterback. Tommy DeVito is a quarterback. I think he's either a rookie or second year out of Syracuse. And he was 0 for 4 passing, but he's got 14 yards rushing. The Giants have minus 8 yards passing, Byron. 4 for 11, minus 8 yards. Meanwhile, they've run for 137 yards, but on the flip side, the Jets have run for 20.
Well, this is definitely going to be the week for you, me, where it's going to be tight as hell.
Yeah, it will be.
If Pickman doesn't get any points, I think there's a chance I can blow this game, like the matchup open.
You said Michael Pittman Jr. He has
not Pittman Jr. You're George Pickens.
Oh, George Pickens. Yes. I mean,
if he doesn't do anything, I think I've got it in the bag.
Respectfully, I don't see that happening just because he's not even their leading receiver in this game. Bobbled pass caught down to the 8-yard line. George Pickens has only been targeted one time, no catches, no yards. And I hope the guy's not hurt. That would not be helpful, for what it's worth with me. Let's see, full injury report. Let's go to the Steelers just to see, and I hope he's not. Because, like I said, the Steelers don't have a lot of depth at wide receiver. Pittsburgh Steelers. No, he just hasn't been targeted. Well,
they could be covered pretty tightly. Jacksonville could just be not letting him have any looks.
This is very, very true. And, got to give a lot of credit to the Jags defense. And, Jacksonville defensively, they're not slouches by any means. Dallas just punched a field goal on the board. That is now 36-17 with 1:32 left in the third quarter.
That's 12 points on my bench.
Yeah, whatever. So while we're here, anything else you want to go over? We can take a look at our other matchups and scores right now throughout our league.
You got Team Smith against more points on bench. Team Smith is currently up and projected to win this. He's up 76.5 to 20.6.
Absolutely.
However,
remember,
Darren Waller is out, so that's gonna hurt Smith.
Do remember though that Markham still has he has six plays left.
Yeah,
in that matchup.
It's not looking good for it, but Tyreek Hill and Waddle are eating good right now.
Oh, of course they are. I mean, they're playing the Patriots, and the Patriots' offense is so bad it exposes a pretty decent New England defense. See, Crowder is actually leading my man
Well,
Mr. Borgren.
well,
However,
it won't matter because there's IR still on the.
yeah, still got that empty spot.
Yep, and then
Uh,
Rendler is going to lose his fairly easily. He's got it out in IR.
yeah, and also, yeah, Stafford is his leading scorer right now. Meanwhile, my man Shamrock, which shout out to him, recently just got engaged. So, and by the way, this is how he told me he was getting engaged. So I wasn't feeling up to answer the phone. I was just kind of having a night, yada yada. He texted me a bunch. He says, "You need to answer the phone." I'm like, "Why?" Whatever. So I call him and he goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing next spring, best man?" I'm like, "Excuse me?" He goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, am I going to your wedding that I'm just now finding out about? Who else knows? He goes, "Oh, only you."
Nice.
Dang, yeah, like just
Yeah.
not necessarily going to say sprung it on me. He's got he's got a great gal and everything. No, his daughter, his oldest daughter, who is basically basically one of my nieces. She knew, but I'm like, so you told me this over everybody else. He goes, yeah, pretty much. Like, this is how I find out. Thanks a lot, dude. It's like an RKO engagement out of nowhere. So like I got yoinked with an RKO. But he's up big and yeah, he should definitely go on and win. Dude had AJ Brown just snap today. 30 AJ Brown's got 30 points. And that game
Yep.
ain't over yet.
Yep.
Yeah, dude is eating good in his neighborhood and he's going to. Dallas is kicking away. We have
You, you
132
know,
left.
they could target Goddard a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That's all I'm
Just
asking.
a little bit to help you out to make you feel good. Let's go to matchup here. Now taking a look, and also want to give a shout out, looking at the Dallas game, to the newest inductee to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, DeMarcus Ware, getting inducted to the Cowboys Ring of Honor. He played 8 years with the Cowboys. He was first round pick in '05 out of Little Troy, then Troy State, now Troy University. In the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Super Bowl champion with the Denver Broncos. So want to give a special shout out and congratulations. And I say that also as a guy who roots for the Sun Belt Conference, and I went to Arkansas State. We did not beat Troy when I was in college. As a matter of fact, we got shut out. By the way, I will never forget that night because that was the first time I'd ever seen the opposing school's marching band being allowed to play on your home field. I didn't know that was a thing. Our band, I ain't gonna lie, was boring. These dudes get out there, and by the way, we lost this game 27-0. I'll never forget because we went 2 for 15 on third down that night. We
Ugh.
were not moving the football. I mean, we had a decent offense, but their marching band went out there and played "Rock and Roll All Night" by Kiss. Had the stadium rocking. Meanwhile, our band, which I think they're called the Natural Sound of the South,
Mhm.
or something like that, because Arkansas is called the Natural State. I forget what they played, but the opposing band not only did they bitch y'all out on the field by playing Kiss and had everybody in your stadium, rocking, and you get bitched out on the football field and get shut out. So I'll never forget that. But shout out to DeMarcus Ware, Hall of Famer, member of the Cowboys Ring of Honor, and also a quick change at quarterback for the Rams. Matt Stafford is out. In is Brett Rippon, former Bronco, former Boise State Bronco, and Denver Bronco. He drops back, throws a. Oh, he just underthrew the intended receiver there. Wish he would have put a little bit of air on it. That was intended for Tyler Higbee. Now he's coming out. It looks like he took a shot to the head. That's the end of the third quarter. It's kind of how the day's gone for the Rams, but we will see what happens in that one. But we are going to wrap things up here, man. I'm currently up by a couple points. It's been as tight as
But
possible.
less than a point, less than 2 points.
It's
It,
been tight as possible.
yeah, it's still very tight. Like I said, it comes down to if I don't get the points I need, you definitely have this in the bag. I don't know if I can. If it's going to come down to a very few key factors for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and
Like
then this matchup drags out until through Monday night because you've got Amon-Ra St. Brown going against the Raiders.
Unless you're up by about 50 points, there's a chance Monra could straight up just turn the matchup on its head.
Yeah, he definitely could. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, and then we'll recap it at the end of the week. But it's been another fun round of fantasy talk, and also,
Yep.
hey, spur of the moment live commentary. Would you actually like to do this instead on Sundays?
I'm fine.
Yeah, because like I had a ball, just adding a little bit of spice, and you see me get excited. Holy crap, we ran a Philly special on a 2-point conversion, but it was the last dang play Stafford got to call for the day
Yep.
as of now. But
Hey, Alec Kamara, he's doing stuff.
yeah, you got the lead back. Oh crap. Okay, that sucks. Now, quick announcement. We are now Triple B's. We are now on Patreon. It is currently being built, and I'm still waiting to get the confirmation that it's good to go. Even though I have made one post, and I posted our most recent episode, Our Town, which you can find on Spotify. But for those who are already subscribed to the show, if you follow us on any of our social medias, first off, we thank you always for the support. But if you want to help continue to support, and we're going to come up with some other ideas for content with the Patreon. We will let you all know what we have going on there. But just planting the flag that we are officially on Patreon, and you can find us there as well. And that subscription, you will see. I will have further details on it as the week progresses. But we are continuing to branch out. We are now on Patreon. Continue to support the Brew Crew as we are trying to grow this machine. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, your boy ain't trying to be working for other people the rest of his life. Let's keep it a buck here. I love doing this with my best friends, and I like being my own boss. I don't boss them, and we ain't bossing anybody around here. We're just having fun, talking gaming, being nerds, and just doing this. And we're trying to make this into as big as take it as far as we can. So we are now on Patreon, and there's a throw by Rippin, overthrown, out of bounds. Awesome. We are looking great. That is awesome. But on
Well,
that note,
the Cup and Puka aren't gonna have many more points the rest of the game.
and this come on, dude. Let's get this hammered down. Got an opportunity. Make the best of it. On that note, we're gonna wrap things up. This video will be up on YouTube, and also I will be putting it to Patreon first, and then we will have it available on YouTube later on this week. So again, we appreciate all the support. If you already are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. If you know how to internet, you know how to YouTube. So do all of that. Tell all your friends. We're pretty funny. And we like to talk football and nerd culture and just all kinds of stuff here. If you listen to Triple B's, oh, hold on. Will Levis throws to Rendler, just got himself some big points. DeAndre Hopkins, 61-yard touchdown catch.
Not just that. Look at the Saints. Look at the Saints.
Whoa, where'd Alvin Kamara just get 24 points? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold it. Before we go, what just happened here? Alvin Kamara's 16-yard touchdown run. There it is. And you know what's crazy? He's not their leading rusher. He's not their leading rusher. He's got 34 yards and 2 touchdowns. Their leading rusher is the backup quarterback, Taysom Hill.
But the thing is, though, Kamara is so versatile. He's got in this game. He's got a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown.
Hey, just also another update, and there's a pass that was skipped like a rock across a pond by Rippin. Washington takes the lead. Sam Howell throws a 7-yard touchdown to Logan Thomas, former quarterback converted to tight end. So the Commanders now lead the Eagles 23-17. Outside of the Rams game, we got some good stuff going on. But on that note, yeah, we gotta wrap things up. This was a lot of fun. So we will see you next week for more fantasy talk and heck live commentary on Sundays, because this was way more fun.
Oh yeah, I've been loving this, especially like with this week us being against each other, watching like this close back and forth game. Like the leads changed how many times since we started recording?
Yeah, and it's been so ticky tack, but Alvin Shinsuke Nakamura just put you over. Now you got an 8 point lead on me. So we're gonna see where that goes. Until next week, though, we will see you, and then we'll be back for another Triple B's at the end of this week, looking at Friday for our next show. We'll see you then. Peace.
Peace.